It's just like, you know, a lot of people say don't pick up hitchhikers because you'll never know which one you get. I've always believed that our death is not at the will of, and the hands of people. Our death is ordained, or nobody is authorized to kill you. The only authorization, the one that authorizes it, our death is God. And I'm not saying that we should be reckless about it, but I figured, you know, if I die helping somebody, that'd be a death that I can live with. I also remember one time when I was a dedicated driver delivery up there to Boston, Massachusetts. Every time I park at that place, because I always try to show up early, because it's a first come first serve in the morning, and if you're not there early, you might as well forget it. So me and this guy Joe was from Chicago. So me and Joe always park at that same place, and almost every time I parked there, there's this woman that she was a street girl, and she always come by and say hi, and if I was interested in all that, I always say no. I was very surprised because, you know, after the business that they're in, I couldn't believe the requests she asked me. She asked me to give her a hug, and I kind of just like, okay, so I gave her one of those polite hugs, you know. And she said, oh, come on, you can do better than that. So I gave her a really tight hug, and at that time I felt so, I don't know, man, it was just like, she was so hungry for companionship without the dirty aspect of it, you know, just and to my surprise, I tried sharing to her the gospel, and I couldn't believe it. She knew more about the gospel than I did. Now I couldn't swear at this, and I mean I couldn't be 100% positive, but I saw a flyer, one of those flyers that they post on public, you know. There was a wanted poster, and man, I really thought that was her. And she was wanted for murder. And never saw her again. One time I was driving to Tracy, California, out of Green Bay. Well, by the time I got to Salt Lake, just right about when you enter the Salt Flats, there was a hitchhiker flagging me down, and so I stopped, picked him up. He was a hobo. His name was Chicago Thomas. Well, he got into the truck. He said he was thirsty, so I had me a cooler full of Pepsi, I think it was. So I offered him a really cold drink, and he said, no, I just want some water. I gave that guy a gallon of water. That water was gone in 30 minutes. That's how parched he was. Then I had this chicken sandwiches that my girlfriend made up for me. Man, he devoured that thing. They were big sandwiches. The guy almost, I don't know, he ate like he didn't eat for about a week. It was about 110 degrees out in the desert. So anyway, I drove all the way to Reno, no, Sparks, Nevada, actually. And he was headed for California. And man, did he stink. Oh boy, did he stink. There's a Pilot truck stop right there in Sparks, Nevada. And so I gave him a free shower ticket. I gave him a new, a clean pair of underwear, t-shirt, pants. He went, took a shower, and came out brand new. I remember I had PVC pipes. No, not PVC pipes. It was a product of Bemis products, and so it was non-refrigerated, and it wasn't sealed. But I always had, I don't know why, most of the time I've always pulled reefer units. So even though I had Bemis products like toilet seats and rain gutters and stuff like that. So anyway, before when we parked, I think I remember parking at the TA, and what I did is I ran that reefer unit down to about 20 degrees. Let it really cold in there. I opened the door, he slept inside. It was like sleeping in air conditioning. Of course, he had all that heavy blanket stuff. We drove all the way to Tracy, California, and I remember it was a driver unload, and so he helped me out. I used him as a lumper. He even made some money out of it. I think he stayed with me for about a week. Man, this had to been at least 18 years or more. Makes you kind of wonder, what's the life expectancy of people living in the street like that? There's this one time where I was out here in Illinois. I think I was on 55. Yeah, I was on 55, headed north towards Madison, and this woman was hitchhiking. She had a suitcase and all this, and I asked her where she was going. She was from Wisconsin, so right away I felt, a little bit of a connection. I said, okay, I'll give you a ride. I had some sausage links, one of those really small, they're about as big as a pencil. I don't know what you call them. I had one of those. You could go to Sheboygan and a sausage company called Old Wisconsin, and those sausages that they can't use because it's odds and ends. Well, my wife bought a whole bag of those, so I got it. Man, she devoured that thing in no time. And then when we stopped at a McDonald's, she's still hungry. I felt so sorry for that woman. And you could tell that she wasn't a hitchhiker, because all the time that she was riding with me, she was so afraid. She was always on her guard, I guess. Well, I suppose we'll catch you guys later. Once again, good evening. Thank you for watching. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you and your family, keep you safe, and draw you near His heart. Peace.